Good morning. We've gathered here to say one central message. Cruelty to children should not be part of American policy. Intentional infliction of injury to children is below the standards of America. In America, the willful infliction of trauma against children is not acceptable. America is better than this. Inhumane, callous indifference and willful injury to children must stop. Ripping sons from their mothers and young women from their fathers is un-American. And today we are here not just to protect children, but to protect our basic character as Americans. We're here standing for a value statement that when people legally seek asylum under the laws of the United States, that no administration should willfully try to cause trauma to children in order to pursue their goals. That is unacceptable. And we must understand this is not an accidental infliction of trauma on children. It is an intentional infliction of trauma on children. Any parent, any grandparent, anyone with a drop of blood in their heart can understand the anxiety and the fear and the trauma caused by dislocation from your parents, particularly those children who have frequently have had to suffer violence that is the very reason for their seeking amnesty. So we have demanded that the United States answer questions about this policy so that we can determine what we can do about it. And we're asking anybody with an ounce of respect for American values to speak against it. Now, we are speaking against it, and I was reminded it's the 50th anniversary of losing Bobby Kennedy, and something he said stuck with me that's pertinent to this. He asked that all of us dedicate ourselves to ending the savagery of man and making gentle the life of this world. We're speaking against the savagery that this dislocation policy that's traumatizing children is causing. And that's what we're doing today. So, we have reason to believe that there are several children now in the state of Washington who have been subjected to this inhumane treatment. And that is one of the reasons we're here. We know that there are mothers in this detention center behind us, we believe. We'll have further information later in this press conference about that. But we're going to seek every way to stand up against this injustice. Now, I'm proud that our state has been more than pleased to do that on multiple occasions against this administration. This is yet one more way that we are protecting not only American values, but Washington values. With that, I'll introduce Bob Ferguson, who's doing a great job for the state of Washington.
Thanks, Governor. Appreciate it. Thank you, Governor. Thank you for your leadership on this issue. I'll be very brief. There's a lot of speakers. Just first, a word on the policy. It's outrageous. Speaking as a father of 10-year-old twins, you know, frankly, I'm not sure how Attorney General Sessions sleeps at night with a policy like this. As the Attorney General, the Governor referenced that we're doing our part to hold this administration accountable to the rule of law. I'm joined today by Noah Purcell, our Solicitor General's here, and I'll simply say that in the AG's office with my legal team, we are working as we speak, looking at this outrageous policy with the legal lens. We are examining whether or not we think we as the state can bring a lawsuit challenging this policy. We do not have an announcement today on that. The team's working very hard, but I'm proud to say we've not lost a case yet against this administration, and if we believe we have a good legal case, then obviously the governor and I will be having a conversation like we often do, and we'd be bringing if we think we have a good legal case. Again, I want to thank the governor. We look forward to getting more answers from the federal government pursuant to the letter that the governor and I sent the other day. Thank you so much. I believe next up is Congressman Adam Smith.
Thank you. I just want to echo the comments of the governor and the attorney general and make 3 quick points. First of all, there are behind us in this facility women who have been separated from their children. That policy is wrong, inhumane, and beneath the American values that we should uphold. We should stop this policy. We should not separate children from their families. Second, these women and the people who have come to the border have come seeking asylum. They have come fleeing violence and inhuman conditions in their home country. And we have a process in this country to figure out whether or not people should be granted refugee and asylum status, a process which this administration is refusing to do. They are denying these people the basic rights that we as Americans have said we're going to give to people. That should not be done. They should have their right to seek asylum and be granted it if they meet the legal criteria. And the last point that I want to make, one of the most disturbing things about this is our own president seems to be completely clueless about this policy. If you saw the press conference yesterday, he blamed some law that supposedly Democrats passed for separating children from their families. He's either lying or just really, really stupid, because there is no such law. Make no mistake about it. President Trump is responsible for this. And if he's as troubled by it as he claims to be, then stop doing it. You are the president. You have the power to change this policy in an instant. And for you to come before the cameras and lie to the American people about the reason for this policy is a complete and utter embarrassment and abdication of your responsibilities as president. You're right. This is a terrible policy. So stop it. You have that power. Now I'm going to turn it